This is Larry Martin, and I'm a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. Today we're going to look at how you can determine what quarter a warranty expires in on your CIs. This will allow you to send a notification or a report out X number of quarters in advance. For our demonstration today, we're going to look at next quarter. So that would be, in this case, it would be fourth quarter, since we're currently in the third quarter. But you could modify this to work for, providing 2 quarters in advance or 3 quarters in advance, or even the current quarter. Now, to do that, we're going to have to create some special expressions and do some magic within the Cherwell, because we don't have those quarter expressions available to us out of the box. So to show you what I'm talking about, I've added some dates, warranty expiration, which you would have to add to your CIs. For now, we're just going to deal with config computer because that's the CI I chose. As you can see here, I have a warranty expiration date that is July of 2016, which is the third quarter. I also added some for validation purposes. For example, this November of 2014, well, that was a fourth quarter as well. And what we want to make sure of is that in our end result, that this November 2014, even though it is next quarter, fourth quarter, it still would not be valid for our criteria because, well, we're in 2016. So let's get into it. Let's go into our CSM administrator. And the first thing we're going to do is create a blueprint. I'm just going to open my existing one. Now we're going to need a couple of things, and since we're going to be working off configuration items, I'm going to go ahead and open my manager, expressions manager, make sure that we're in the configuration items area, and you'll notice that I have a warranty expiration quarter, a current date quarter, and a report next quarter. I'm going to go ahead and show you this one, because this is where you determine whether or not you're going to show the next quarter or 2 quarters away or 3 quarters away. And it's simply by saying if my current quarter is quarter 1, then my reporting quarter is going to be quarter 2. If my current date quarter is quarter 3, then my next quarter for reporting would be quarter 4. So if I wanted to do this 2 quarters ahead of time, then I would simply change quarter 1 for current date. Then we want the reporting quarter to be 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. If the current quarter is 2, then that would be 4. 3 would be 1, and 4 would be 2. So we just have to wrap those 4 quarters around each other and put the appropriate amount of space between them, if you will. Our current date quarter, how we arrive at that is we've got a custom expression here because we needed to get current date time, and with current date time we need to put a modifier for the month number. Now that'll turn around and take the current date and time and return what the month of that date and time is. And in this case, they return a 2-digit month number, so that's why you see in here, if current date time equals 01, then we're going to assign that as quarter 1. And we do that for all 12 months. Month 02 is quarter 1, month 03 is quarter 1, and so on and so forth until we get down to month 12 is quarter 4. We do the same basic thing in our warranty expiration quarter. That custom expression is based off of our new field in the configuration item, warranty expiration date with the same modifier of month number. So since we have a warranty expiration date, we can do the same thing that we did, in that if month 01, then that is in quarter 1, month 07 is quarter 3, so on and so forth through all 12 months. So now that we have all of that, one of the other things that I did, and this is also going to be important, is I created I added a new field to my group from the group leader, and I called that field warranty expiration quarter. And all I'm doing here is I'm auto-filling that based on any time the configuration item warranty expiration date changes, then utilizing that same expression from that I was showing you a moment ago, warranty expiration quarter, we add that warranty expiration quarter to that CI. Now, to modify this, I created the field on the group leader, but within the group, let me get back out to configuration computer. Here's a trick that one of my coworkers shared with me that you may or may not be aware of. When you're modifying a field in a group, when you modify that field, you will modify it. So in this case, my modification is an auto population, but then you need to make it just for this group member, save it, reopen the properties of that field, and apply it back to all group members. If you don't do that, you will not get a value. So I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if it's a bug or by design, but it's just real important that when you're dealing with a group and a group leader and group members, if you are going to make a modification to a field and you want it to be available to all group members, you need to set your validation and properties, but then come into group, say just this group member, hit OK, open it back up, and say all group members, and hit OK. And that makes it cycle through and actually update itself against all the group members versus not doing so before. When I was first setting this out, I had the problem where my warranty expiration quarter was not populating whenever I made an update to one of my CIs. So let's take this CI and we'll use the system analyzer. And you will notice that I have no warranty expiration date or warranty expiration quarter. Well, if I go in here and I give it a expiration date, and let's say it's going to expire April of 2017. I'm going to save that record. And now, if we go back into our system analyzer, you'll see that we now have a warranty expiration date of April 2017, and that is the warranty expiration quarter 2. So that's all looking good because January, February, March, those are your first quarter. April, May, June is second quarter. So everything so far is looking good. Now there's one additional piece to making all of this happen, and that is in a search. Because in this case, I would be doing a report or maybe sending a notification, and I need to know what CIs are actually going to go out of warranty in that next quarter. So we'll come back to the search in just a second. So after you've updated your group member, updated the field, set it to this member only, and then set it to all group members. Again, group, just this group member, OK. Open it back up, all group members, OK. That's going to allow you to make sure that that updates. So you may want to use the warranty expiration on servers, even applications, whatever the case may be, or you may have additional CIs that you've added to your environment. So once we did that, you would then publish your blueprint, scan it, make sure there are no problems, publish it. So now that we've published our blueprint, we'll come back into the CSM client. Obviously, we published a blueprint, so we'll help reload definitions. And now, in our search manager, I want to find all configuration items where the warranty expires next quarter. And if you remember, if we just manually look at this, I have anything that expires in October, November, or December of 2016, those would be the items for next quarter. In my case, I only have 2 CIs that meet the criteria. Well, remember I talked about this November 2014? If we don't do our search properly, that will also show up because it's a fourth quarter item. So, in our search menu, it's a very simple search. Warranty expires next quarter. It's simply any configuration item warranty expiration quarter equals the report next quarter expression. And so if we look at that, report next quarter, remember we said if the current quarter is 3, then we want all of them that are 4. Back to our search, and the configuration item warranty expiration date is greater or equal to the current date. That keeps us from going back to 2014 and grabbing that fourth quarter item. So here we're saying we only want to start where the next quarter is the same year as I am currently in or greater. So if we were in December and we were looking for first quarter items, that will work for looking into 2017. So there you have it. So if we'll go ahead and run our search, and remember we said we should have 2 items, and we'll just go ahead and add that warranty expiration date here. We don't need the quarter in this view, just to make sure that our 2 items are 2016 and that the 2014 item did not show up. I'm sure you can think of all kinds of ways to use this information, taking advantage of quarters, looking multiple quarters ahead of time. Say you want to look 2 years out, the third quarter in 2 years, etc., etc. You can totally use this information in any number of ways to help you with quarter evaluation, comparison, etc. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it useful. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you in our next video. Thank you.